Compositional Tutorial by David F Golightly. 2 volumes, 126 pages, 205 original musical examples. This is a demonstration video that uses the first 10 extracts. That was a short extract from the first movement of my first symphony, recorded by the City of Prague Philharmonic. Compositional Tutorial Introduction. I have tried to give the reader an insight as to the methodology needed to compose and create music. I hope those that read this document gain and benefit from my experience as a composer. The techniques described are simply that, devices, ideas that may help you during the creative process. Remember, we all contribute to the creative pool that sources our humanity. Each, though, deserves a recognition and acknowledgement for their efforts. Please, I do ask you to respect the copyrights of this document. Photocopying is illegal and does harm future production of material. I will always be fair and supportive of another's efforts and will happily discuss any of the points raised and contained within this tutorial. Indeed, if you feel I can help, I will gladly discuss and offer humble, limited advice with any project relating to music composition or ideas you may have. Contact me by email via the publishers. There will be statements you disagree with, styles you do not like or consider of no value. You are welcome to use any of the material contained within this tutorial as teaching material and aids, as long as it is not reproduced for commercial gain and the copy contains the original copyright. I hope many students will gain inspiration from my life's journey, will become part of the unique brotherhood of composers, musicians that spans the centuries. We are all so lucky and privileged to be musicians. The gift of music is perhaps the most profound of all the ingredients of humanity. Celebrate and enjoy the passage of discovery of your music. I hope this book helps you to generate ideas and creative fuel for your journey. Finally, if you have enjoyed and found this tutorial useful, I would be grateful for its recommendation to friends and colleagues. Compositional Tutorial Content. Volume 1, Melody, Rhythm and Harmony Tutorial. Volume 2, Form, Silence, Tempo, Dynamics and Communication Tutorial. There is a conclusion of 2 musical analyses, Prometheus Unbound by Granville Bantock and the March from the Second Suite in F by Gustav Holst. There is a study and listening list and a discussion about possible future compositional style. Tutorial 1. Melody. There are 5 different aspects of melody and its use discussed. 1. Melodic structure, i.e. question and answer. 2. Tonal, the 8 notes of the scale and their relationship to each other. 3. Atonal, 12 chromatic notes with their own value and identity. 4. Minimalist, the note pattern of minimalist style. 5 is conclusion, the relationships of notes to each other and their own tonalities. Melody, structure of the melody, question and answer. Each point should be analyzed in context of the oral effect on the listener. 1. Does the question rise? The answer fall. Or question fall and answer rise. What oral effect does this have on the listener? Think in the context of a spoken sentence. Rising question, falling answer. Example 2, falling question, rising answer. Short question, long answer. A long question, short answer. Again, think of a spoken question. Is it abrupt, brusque question or a genuine, gentle inquiry? Short question, long answer. Example 3. Example 4, long question, short answer. Structure of melody, repetition of phrases. How many times do you repeat the phrase exactly the same or vary it? The spoken sentence has the same function, i.e., you will do your homework, or else. Think of the spoken word or sentence, and the emphasis placed on the inflection in the same way as a phrase repeated. Example 5. Structure of melody, repetition of notes. How many times does note repetition establish a new tonality? The more one particular note is sounded, no matter how chromatic the environment, the more the ear will assume that note as the tonal center of the music. Example 6. Structure of melody, intervals, step or angular, traditional or contemporary, real or implied. Think of intervals as mirrors of spoken inflection. As an individual becomes excited or aggressive, so the range of the pitch increases. The closer the interval, the more natural the sound and the more memorable the phrase. Intervals moving by step have a stronger memory anchor because they relate to spoken inflection. Example 7. Structure of melody, intervals. The ear also seeks to establish its own tonal base to make sense of the notes. Angular melody can add a sense of tonal drama. Example 8. Melody, structure of melody, oral expectation of listener, relationships of notes to each other, why some melodies are more easily remembered than others, tonal shifts, voice inflection relating to melodic structure, musical patterns that are common to the language, tonic sol fa, easily remembered melodies are part of this tradition. The ear makes its own attempt to bring order to the combination of notes. Example 9. Structure of melody, tonal shifts. Use of sequence shifts the melody through a number of tonalities, adding drama by making the assumed tonality unstable. The C sharp of the last bar is prepared by the two previous bars. Example 10. You have just viewed and listened to a few brief extracts of what this substantial tutorial is all about. It contains a wealth of material relating to the composing process and music in general. The hidden language of music, its creation and performance has intrigued thinking musicians for generations. It is not a definitive analysis, nor could any volume claim such credibility. but it is an attempt by a composer of some 40 years' experience to try and identify some of the signposts of the creative process. If you have enjoyed and found the previous points of interest, then the main 2 volumes you should find very stimulating, rewarding and thought-provoking. The cost is £10 or $20 US plus postage and package that contain 2 CDs which also include the 200 plus musical examples. You can order this tutorial or indeed any of David's music via the publishers Modrana Music Publishers Limited at www.modranamusic.com or www.modranamusicpromotions.com or contact David direct via Facebook at David Hear My Music. Finally, there are 2 testimonials of this compositional tutorial and then a series of reviews. I hope you will enjoy my music, and I hope those of you who buy this tutorial will find it interesting and stimulating. Thank you for the time invested in listening to my words and watching this video. Maybe as you discover my music, you will also discover the DFG codes relating to my initials ingrained in all my music, the music of David F. Golightly.